Good evening, everyone. Tonight I'd like to show you a little bit how I can take snippets of pieces and actually practice them to build up the evenness of the rhythm, and then add the dynamics, and then turn around and sing it and make it sound musical instead of technique. I can do it with so many different pieces. I mean, I can take in the Chopin scherzo in B flat minor, the E major part. If I think of the beat as E, and go to that 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I feel the weakness. I've got to be able to put them together and keep it solid, that I'm certain of what's going to come out of the piano. Each one of those quick notes, it's like a violinist holds the bow with a relaxed hand, because the weight of the bow is resting on the thumb. You're not gripping the bow and getting tight in your hand. You're just resting it, and then your hand is relaxed when you want that limpid wrist and you want the flow and making the violin sing. And it's the same with each of these keys. When you can rest on the key, the same way the violin bow is resting on your thumb, it's just resting there. Then I can sing for each note. So I have to be over the next note. I have to link over to. Only I don't want them scrunched. So I can practice it. I can practice it legato heavy, where each is a full balance. My arm is diving right through to the ground. Go slower. See, if I don't go slow enough, I'm not really balancing on them. I'm skipping over them, and I won't build the strength in my hand to be able to do it lightly later. So I got to be. When I want it really light, it's light as a feather. If I took the minute waltz, I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now 1, 2, 3. I want to link. I don't want it, but I can practice it that way. 1, 2, 3. Got to do a lot more slow. 1, 2, 3. It's really slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But you see, when you're turning the corner on each bar, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if I can do it slow and light. 1, 2, 3. So I got to link those notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The way you'd sing it. Ya da 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 da. Then I can practice it. But on each one of those staccato notes, I want to feel like the violin bow. It's resting on the key. I'm not pushing onto it. Because if I'm pushing, the hand gets tight, then I'll never get the speed. So everyone's got to be a balance, and then when it comes that's where you've got the room to lighten it up and flip, release on the way up, puff of air, and then snap toward you, and then so then see how tender? Because when you sing a single note, you can have a dynamic volume increase in your voice. And if you can relax through that volume increase in your wrist and in your hand as you're coming into the next note, you can, like magic, make a trick to make the listener think you're singing, your percussive instrument is singing. So it's all these little ways of getting around things to make it sound vocal like that. I can take slow practice on something heavy like, and then those are no goes. So right away I would pull out the book wherever it is, and I would find the actual notes on that piece. It's the last one in the book, and I would see what's causing the problem, and then I would do staccato. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To look at every note, every chance you get to find the details and make it. This book is full of beautiful pieces. There's Tristesse, there's Chopin Berceuse, and it's. See, when I come into that note, I'm thinking of balancing on it. One, like setting the violin, letting the violin bow rest on the pad of my finger. And you can do technical exercises when it does the chromatic thirds, and when it comes down, when it does this bit like this, when it goes. Each one of those, I have to feel I'm resting on it, like the violin bow's resting on your thumb. Think of that. And then doorknob as you go to diving through to the ground. Then you just sing every note and it happens. It's like when you do this thing here and you go, you do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now slow. trying to hear every note is a balance. And then you're not out of the keys and scrunching and rushing and trying to grab at the next note. It's fun to practice that way because it makes so much more sense. I could take Tristessa. So and if I take stuff like in the big Chopin Polonaise, 1, 2, 3. It's fun to practice those things, but all I'm saying is to take small amounts and practice them where you know you're getting stronger with them each time. Don't just play them over and over. Try to get stronger and more with the beat and more in control so that when you go to play it, you have a definite thing that intention that you already want to say to the listener, and you've practiced it staccato and short and light, and then slow, and then legato with full weight on each key, that it's not tightness in the hand that's got you on that key. And you'll feel that each day you'll get a little stronger, but it's to discipline yourself to it. Anyway, I hope that gives you a few ideas. Have a good night now. Bye-bye.